Hello Citizens, how is it going? It's Sporting 0, Man City 5, and the damage was done in the first half. Tie's already gone, we're already through to the next round. I can't see Sporting scoring 5 goals, and even if they do, I can't see us not scoring goals. So yeah, an emphatic win, and really just a few things to point out. I want to say that every single City player today was brilliant. There's not one fault I can put in that first half. You know, yeah, Sporting had a couple of counter attacks that we snuffed out really well. I thought Diaz's positioning was brilliant in that centre half. The amount of crosses he cut out in that near post, you know, he was phenomenal. Stones again at right back, he was up and down that pitch. You know, he did a few overlapping runs and he took on a few players too. It was immense, and again, great in the air. And it's great to see that height. You got Diaz, Laporte, and Stones going up for corners. It was great to see. And Mahrez, defensively, he was brilliant. He tracked his runners back. He won a ball a couple of times in our own penalty area, which is what he needed to do. And he also won a few headers too. I'm not going to, you know, forget about that. I think after the comments by Pep against Norwich, when he said that Mahrez needs to work harder defensively and he needs to be stronger, he stepped up. He delivered. So no problems there. Sterling, again, on the left. He looks back to me. He looks hungry. He looks aggressive. He wants to run with the ball. And his shooting's back in. You know, a couple of years ago when we ought to see him cutting on the right foot and bent into the far corner, he's done it again today. It was a fantastic goal. He picks it up, he turns, he hits it, doesn't even think about it, just hits it. Top corner, great finish, and a great goal. And Rodri again, defense midfield. I mean, when does he ever have a bad game? He doesn't, does he? So yeah, the whole team were phenomenal. De Bruyne, he looks back, he's passing. Oh, it's beautiful. The outside of the foot, inside. And again, he was tracking back. He won the ball a couple of times on the edge of our own area. You know, and there's a couple of times when he'd cover Stones, particularly in the second half, and he'd end up in the right back role. Great performance from him. He looked back to his best. Phenomenal. And of course, we can't forget about Silva, whose goal today, you know, he hit it on half volley, through the laces, in off the crossbar. Great goal. And he deserved the hat-trick. He was phenomenal in that first half. He was all over the pitch. He was on the right. He was on the left. He was defending. He was attacking. And I'm glad to see him get a goal. It's unfortunate that his third was disallowed, but you know, at the end of the day, it's not going to take away from his performance for me. And I think it's an easy decision, isn't it? If he got the hat-trick and it wasn't disallowed for offside, he would have got the match ball. He would have got man of the match anyway. But who else? I mean, out of all the players, you know, even though they all had great performances, he even stood out. So, fantastic performance from him. And Foden, number 9. I was a little critical about Foden. I think that's fair to say. I don't think he's a number 9. We all want to see him on the left. We think he's brilliant when he's on the left. But, you know, he doesn't hold up the ball as well as a striker would. But he's still putting a good shift, and he got his goal today as well. It was poor defending. You know, Mahrez whips it in with his right foot. I say whipped it in, it rolled along the floor, and Foden happened to be in the right place at the right time, and he took his goal well. He didn't panic, and if you look at his face, he was already smiling and celebrating before he'd even shot. He knew it was a goal. So, well done everyone on the pitch. And what does that say? You know, we beat Norwich 4-0, and you can say, okay, Norwich bottom of the table, they're going down. Doesn't really mean anything, but it's another emphatic away win today in the Champions League. And again, you can argue that Sporting Lisbon are not the strongest Champions League team, and of course they're not. They're probably where we were 10 years ago. You know, it's only the second time they made it to that round, and we've made it now 9 years in a row to the knockout stages. But it just goes to show how much we've developed in the Champions League. You know, we don't let the pressure get to us anymore, and we just go out there and play our usual game, and that's what we did today. We played our usual game. We played our normal game. We pressed hard from the front, and we controlled possession. And we broke another record today. You know, we're the only team in Champions League history to be 4-0 up away from home at half time. So, a great performance. And going into the Tottenham game on the weekend, I think the Tottenham game could be quite tough because I think Tottenham have a great attack. They've not got the best defence. I think we can get at the defence a little bit. And it's good to see our strikers, all of them. You know, we had Bernardo score today, Sterling, Foden. And yeah, it's good to see them all getting into form right now at this time of the season because we're going to need their goals. You know, particularly with our striker as well. And we're now suddenly proving the last couple of weeks that we definitely don't need a striker. We can play without one. And everyone's starting to score again, which is really, really good to see because when one doesn't score, the others do. And with Tottenham coming up, I think Tottenham will be a tough game. And you think, we got Tottenham, we got United in a few weeks. And we've got Liverpool coming up shortly after that. We've only got a few of the big teams, say, in the Premier League left to play. And if we can come out of Tottenham, that's one more down. And it's more pressure on Liverpool to get points the next day. So, could be a good game this weekend. And he rested a few players. He took him off in the second half. I think he should have brought De Bruyne off, but he left him on. And yeah, I think, you know, honestly, today was... I was expecting more of a challenge today. I wasn't expecting... I don't think anybody would have expected 4-0, you know, at half-time. That's what happened, and in the second half, we just managed the game, and I don't even think Sporting looked like scoring in that second half. I think if anyone was going to score, if a team were going to get more goals, it was going to be us. I think that just shows that we've come a long way, and at the beginning of the game, I was saying why we always considered the favourites to win the Champions League. Maybe that's why. Maybe because we can blow teams away quite easily in 45 minutes and just chill out in the second half. And yeah, we've got to play them again in the Eithad in a month's time. It's not going to be much of a game though, is it? I can't see them coming into it. Like I said, even if they do score 2 or 3 goals early on, we're not going to fail to score in that game. I just don't think they're going to be able to stop us. So we can easily say we're in the next round. And does that mean we're the best team in Europe? Does this game prove that we're the best team in Europe? No, it doesn't. It doesn't really teach us anything. I said before, you know, before the start of the match and the match watch along that this game won't prove anything to us. Even if we come out and smash them, which we did, it wouldn't prove anything. You know, it doesn't. It's not. I wouldn't call it a statement of intent. I wouldn't call it a statement of where we are. I don't think many people are going to take notice of the result. They're just going to say, "Oh, it's Sporting." At the end of the day, not to disrespect them, but we've beaten better teams. So yeah, it doesn't really put us on the map more, does it? It doesn't really enhance our reputation. It's when we get to the quarterfinal and the semi-final, when we perform and how we perform, that's going to really make a statement, if anything. And I think we need to make the final again. If we don't make the final again this year, you know, we're definitely going backward, aren't we? Because last year we made the final, so we have to go one further to improve. And I think if we don't make the final, I think it's going to be a disappointment for all of us. There's no point beating Sporting 5-0 away from home in the last 16 if we get knocked out in the semi-final again. It's not going to be right, is it? So yeah, that's my little match reaction. Like I said, it's a great result all round, and ahead of Tottenham, everyone's going to be flying with confidence. The strikers are scoring, the defence are keeping clean sheets, the midfield are working hard. Everyone's in form at the right time, and with Tottenham's, you know, their inability to defend, I think it could be an interesting game. It could be another classic. It could be 3-2, 4-3, something like that. I'm looking forward to it, and I'm going to be there. But yeah, thanks for watching. Thanks for checking out. Make sure to hit the like and subscribe button. I'd really appreciate it. Every little bit helps. Every single like really helps the algorithm a little bit. And we're starting to gain more followers now. And thank you for those who joined me. And thanks for watching. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.